And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Moley Show. With me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Moley. So, funnily enough,
Okay.
I feel better about the Yankees than I did last week, which isn't taking much.
No, that's not saying a lot.
Because like my big knock with the Yankees was the pitching falling off a cliff.
Okay.
And the lack of urgency when it comes to switching up the roster.
They've been a little complacent, yes. I'll admit to that.
And the Yankees, the pitching seems to have straightened itself out.
However,
They had the 6 straight quality starts.
yes. However,
The hitting is terrible, which I will say, that granted, the reason why I'm like more confident now than I was then
okay, is
that the offense is not going to be this bad forever. Like, it's not going to be. It's not. It's impossible. Half of the guys are injured. You have Giancarlo Stanton who's hurt. Gleyber Torres is not going to be hitting this terribly forever.
no
DJ LeMahieu is going to come back. Like you got. It's
vague toe foot issue, but
like
yes,
it's
hopefully.
not. All I'm saying is that it's impossible for this team to be hitting this bad for this long.
Matt Carpenter out for the season.
For the regular season.
Regular season.
Regular season.
Yes.
There's still a shot
Yes.
that he comes back in October.
Dude is raking.
But I mean,
He was hitting.
and I'm just like, but to the urgency part, the Yankees called up from AAA. They called up Estevan Florial,
Yes.
who's not really that good. He's sort of a prototypical quadruple A player. You know those types.
I have his stats right here. Let me see if I can find them really quick.
No, well, what the hell are your stats?
Yeah, let's see.
What the hell are your stats?
Not bad. 286.
Don't cite batting average with me.
Well, all right. 368 OBP, 490 slugging. Not bad. 14 home runs.
Not
26 doubles.
terrible.
Couple triples. 32 stolen bases. Got speed. So
No, it's not him. It's not that I think Florial is going to be amazing. It's just that he's better than Hicks. And I don't even need to have him mash. I just need him to play
Sure.
competent defense
right.
and, to provide a little speed, which is fine. For right now, Estevan Florial is the Yankees' best shot in the organization in center field before Harrison Bader comes back. Like, I'm not going to... Like, this is not the team we're going to be seeing in October. Granted, if they make it there. Like, there's still a possibility that this team could bottom out and miss the playoffs entirely. But we'll get to that bridge if we ever have to cross it, which it seems it's likely that we are going to have to cross the possibility of the Yankees blowing this division. It's a lead that is whittling day by day.
9.5 last time I checked. So
I think it's 9 now.
it is 9 as of right now. And
And it will
Rays-
probably shrink to 8 after tonight when the Rays dispose of us and sweep us.
Oh,
And then Toronto's going to at least win 3 of 4.
no. At least Toronto's also free falling right now.
Toronto's
you can also
free-falling, but-
thank the Baltimore Orioles for that. So
The Baltimore Orioles are just the embodiment of chaos in baseball. I'm liking what you're doing until it screws with us.
yes, which, well, it's keeping Toronto at bay, which is good. And yeah, they took a game from the Rays last weekend. So yeah, these 3 teams under you are just gonna beat each other up, and hopefully, the Guardians.
That's what I'm saying. Like the big chance that
The Guardians and
like the way that the
White
Yankees
Sox don't slip.
like if the Yankees win the division, it will be because the 3 other competitive teams
Yeah.
in the division are just
it's
beating the crap out of
a
each
Royal
other.
Rumble down there. One of them will.
But
reverse.
yeah, it's like a Hell in a Cell match.
It is, yeah, for sure. I'm loving that we're one of the teams though, and not the one.
That's
at the bottom.
awesome.
But hey guys, have fun. Hey guys, wait for us. Wait
It's
for
like
me.
you guys watching the
Wait for
chaos.
me. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
usually
mean,
what it's like.
Currently on the screen we have a totally legal feed of the Baltimore Orioles in Toronto to play the Blue Jays bottom of the second.
Yes.
Here we're not going to be doing commentary on that. I'm honestly just here talking Yankees.
No, something good happens. I'll say something, of course, but yeah. So you're not in panic mode right now, although
Yeah, I was in like ultimate panic mode, and I'm still panicking about this team. I don't feel like I still don't think this team has a shot to win a World Series. Actually, I'm not going to say that. The team that bulldozed everybody, somewhere is still in there. Somewhere.
Yes.
There's going to be phantom ILing Clay Holmes seemingly any day now. He said last night in one of the worst acting jobs I've ever seen from a baseball player.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, so back issue. I threw off the mound to work." I'm like, dude,
it's okay.
It's called you don't have command.
Right.
And,
take a rest.
And you got to rest while we bring up Ron Marinaccio, who's been this team's best reliever for the last 2 months, even though we sent him down to AAA for 2 weeks. So much just doesn't make sense.
Yes, I'm shaking my head at some of these moves.
But the big move that they made, and I'm shocked that I haven't mentioned this already, is Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
That guy, I wrote a prospect piece about him for MLB Nerds. I've been a fan of his for quite a bit. Every single time I saw a highlight of him, I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's swing. He's got pop. He's got speed. He's a utility guy. I don't think he's going to be a superstar, but I think he's
decent player.
At least they're trying. If he doesn't pan out, I'm not going to fault the Yankees for bringing him up.
Right.
Because at least it's like, well, they tried bringing him up. Meanwhile, what I do think they are going to do is they're going to take Cabrera and Florial sputtering out in the big leagues and using that as an excuse to not call up Oswald Peraza, who, on the other hand, is actually one of the better prospects in baseball. Like, he's a top 50 prospect.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think he was... I'm just gonna ramble a little bit longer while I bring up
Baseball America
the
just
MLB
came
pipeline.
up with their new prospect.
I go by Pipeline.
Pipeline, okay. I trust Baseball America, especially since I believe number 2 is Grayson Rodriguez. Number 4 is they're both.
Okay, apparently my phone doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe I need to turn off Wi-Fi.
That would work.
Okay, I just had to turn off Wi-Fi. So weird. Yeah, I'm just looking at Pipeline. Yeah, I am somewhat fearful that the Yankees are going to use the lack of production from Florial and Cabrera as an excuse to not bring up Peraza, who is, I apologize, he's ranked 53rd.
Okay, still
on MLB Pipeline's top 100.
That's still pretty awesome.
Anthony Volpe, on the other hand, is 5th.
Yes.
Like, by MLB Pipeline, it's the 5th best prospect in baseball. And
sure.
To look at the Orioles, 2 and 4, Gunnar Henderson and Grayson Rodriguez.
Yep, yeah. So one of those two may see.
I want to see where he's ranked on Baseball America, but yeah, I'm happy that they're bringing a couple of guys up who could provide a little spark, provide a little juice. This team, Marinaccio is the biggest addition of them all because I don't think Cabrera is gonna start over IKF or Donaldson. Like, I don't think that's the case. They like the two of them too much.
Right, give them a shot. But is this the spark? Garrett Cole famously quoted said this team needs a spark. Is this the spark?
I mean,
can't hurt.
I'd like to think it's something of a spark.
Yeah. I mean, does this beat?
I'm looking.
Does this beat running Miguel Andujar out on a daily basis?
Miguel Andujar does not have a locker in the Yankee clubhouse, so I think Miguel Andujar's time is done. I'm gonna follow this story tonight, and looks like the New York Yankees lineup just dropped.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at
any new faces in there.
Okay, this comes from via Max Goodman. Benintendi leading off.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and say that. I've been saying for a while that Andrew Benintendi should be batting at the top of the lineup. Benintendi, Judge, Torres. Who the hell else are you going to put there? I mean, Rizzo at third.
Sure.
Would work, but then Rizzo batting cleanup, Donaldson batting fifth, which...
better than Miguel.
Oswaldo Cabrera
Oh, hey.
is starting at third, batting sixth.
Okay.
Jose Trevino is batting seventh.
Okay.
Esteban Florial starting
Wow,
in center,
both of them.
batting eighth, and Isaiah Kiner Falefa at shortstop, batting ninth. So it's an improvement. There's changes. They're shaking
better.
up the lineup.
Yeah.
I like it. Against Corey Kluber, the guy who threw the most random no-hitter in Yankee history.
Yes. Makes no sense, but it happened.
Against a righty, he's a switch hitter. He'll be hitting lefty in that short porch. Maybe that provides something. I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna say I'm excited. I'm not gonna get excited until Stanton comes back. It's like I'm not considering this to be the cavalry. The cavalry still has to show up.
Right.
The cavalry's still coming.
Your cavalry's either injured and recovering or in the minor leagues. But yes, you have a cavalry.
But the cavalry that I want to see, I think that the Oswald Peraza needs to be up. Stanton needs to come back from injury.
Yes.
And LeMahieu needs to come back, even though
All right,
LeMahieu isn't technically on the IL, which is weird.
He's got some kind of weird foot issue.
He's just there.
Stubbed his toe on something.
I'm trying to look for more.
Wow. All right. I mean, you're sounding pretty good for.
Okay. It is confirmed that Clay Holmes, via Jack Curry, said this. So Cashman's mouthpiece.
Okay.
Clay Holmes, on a supposed back injury, goes to the IL.
Okay.
So Holmes.
Give him 10 days to rest.
So Holmes.
Give him 10 days.
No,
to
just
rest.
a phantom IL. There's nothing wrong with that.
Maybe he's going through what they famously call the dead arm period that happens every year, because he was untouchable for a good stretch.
Wait, who were we talking
Clay
about?
Holmes.
Yeah, Clay Holmes.
Freaking great,
Clay
man.
Holmes, he stopped throwing strikes again. Wrote an article about him, and problem was he stopped throwing strikes. He lost his command because, and I had said this earlier in the year. I'm like, dude, stop pitching him so often. You're gonna burn his arm out.
Right, and they did.
And but I think it is a case of getting burnt out. So
I can't blame them. He was just. When he came in, the game was over. The Yankees basically, it was an 8-inning game because of 19.
Yeah, it was an 8. I remember Clay Holmes coming. I remember when I worked at the restaurant.
Yes.
I remember when we were closing up and it was like a 1-0 game in Tampa, and like Clay Holmes came in to close.
It's over.
I'm like, all right, I don't need to watch. I can actually work.
Home.
I can actually work.
It's a work time.
I can actually work. Okay, I can actually work, and like the pizza cook doesn't yell at me.
Right.
God, I hated working in a restaurant.
Yeah,
It was a great place, but I just hated working at a restaurant.
Restaurants aren't fun. So.
Did you do a share of busing back in the day?
I've worked in some. No, I did fast food, dude. Even worse. My very first,
fast food.
My very first job was at a place called Long John Silver's. It was a
Long John Silver's?
which they don't really have around here.
Dude,
but
you couldn't even. I know what Long John Silver's is, but you couldn't even.
I couldn't crack McDonald's or Burger King. They didn't hire me. Or Wendy's.
Job at McDonald's.
No, there was
at least there
Taco Bell. I applied at Taco Bell too. They didn't want me.
At least there you could bring some really good food back.
It was good. I
like the last 2 weekends I've spent where I was home alone. I Uber Eats a shitload of Taco Bell, 5 burritos, a quesadilla. No, it's like potatoes that they have with the sour cream and the cheese.
Oh yeah, some cinnamon crisps.
I don't get the cinnamon. A large Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Churro
Like I'd be sitting there.
Oh, the Blue Mountain Dew. You got the Blue Mountain Dew. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Baja Dew's the best. I'll never say a bad thing about Taco Bell. Except for their hash browns. I am disappointed that Taco Bell they miss on hash browns.
You shouldn't be eating breakfast at Taco Bell.
Dude, Taco Bell breakfast slaps, bro. What are you talking about?
All right, fair enough.
You of all people, you've never had Taco Bell breakfast?
No, I haven't stooped that low.
I have seen Instagram stories of you eating at a Waffle House at 3 a.m.
Sure.
And you claim to have the culinary standards too high
Waffle House has
to eat Taco Bell for breakfast.
Waffle House has the ultimate in hash browns, my friend. Nobody.
Yes, I know. Well, here's the thing. I live in the Northeast.
Yes.
We don't have Waffle House around here.
So
I
take
don't
advantage of it.
travel to a different convention every weekend, and
I do.
you go to one that happens to be in like Birmingham, Alabama, or something, and
they got-
and you'd be in Waffle House.
They have 3 of them, but yeah.
There's Redneck Hibachi. I've heard it's awesome.
Yes, Redneck Hibachi. That's a great example. Yes.
Like I hear my friends who live in Tennessee, like, Waffle House, it's the best. But dude, what the?
All right, I will.
Like if I ever if I cover a team in like Nashville.
Oh yeah, you got to
like
go.
full disclosure.
Dude, I'll take you.
Full disclosure,
Okay.
the place that I want to like get a job covering so I can like live there the most is like Nashville.
Nashville.
Like in Tennessee.
Okay. The
Like
South.
it's an awesome. Okay,
Not the
that's
deep
like I
South,
don't
but
want to
the
go
South.
too far south.
Okay.
But I don't want to go to Alabama. No.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to live there. That's too much.
Alabama's not bad. I've been there.
Yeah, they still name their streets after some very questionable
Okay,
figures in
yeah,
American history. Yes.
That's very true. All right. Well, I will try the Taco Bell breakfast at some point.
Don't.
If I have a
force
choice, I'm going to McDonald's.
it. Okay, yeah. McDonald's breakfast
Yeah.
is,
Good
in my
stuff.
opinion, is the pinnacle of breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
For fast food chains,
Hey, best hash brown.
I would rather
Best hash
have
brown.
McDonald's breakfast than IHOP. Like 10 times out of 10, I
don't-
would take McDonald's breakfast over
I don't know
IHOP.
if it's even breakfast. I love seeing those commercials like, guess what? The funnel cake is back. I'm like, that's not breakfast. That's a carnival food. Breakfast.
I went to.
Oh my god.
I went to like around a month ago. I went down to Point Pleasant with a few friends
And
because one of their significant others was coming down for a week, and I was
Okay.
like, oh yeah, I went down to Point Pleasant. I thought I could devour a whole funnel cake,
oh,
like a whole funnel cake, even though it's a group ever. Like I saw that, and I'm like, oh shit, I should have just gone for a piece of pizza.
probably. Well, you don't have to eat the whole thing.
I loved it. I only
Don't
got
eat
to
all of it.
I only got to run like half of it. Remember, like my fat ass could only eat half of it. Are we a sports show? Why the hell are we talking about food?
Well, we got onto
nobody
the-
listens to this thing anyways.
We can
So
switch it up. We can switch it up for sure.
Well, I mean, it's
But-
kind of
well,
dry.
I
Oh shit, we got football to talk about.
know,
I mean,
but I'm saying
I
you're-
don't know what else to talk about with the Yankees because I don't.
well,
One of the things about me is I don't like playing broken records.
sure, or sounding like one.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like a broken record and say, hey, the Yankees have been hitting like shit. Because if you listen to this show, chances are you know that the Yankees are hitting like shit right now.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty chipper for a guy whose team has gone 2-11 since
Because they
trade
just made a
deadline.
couple of changes that shows that they have urgency.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? At least they're trying, kind of.
All right,
At least they're kind of trying.
the trade deadline is supposed to make them better, though. And I know,
Well,
you're going to go
it's-
through crazy slumps like that.
Well, it's not their fault
Happens
that
to every
Giancarlo
team.
Stanton got it. I'm just sort of accepting it. Like, I'm at the acceptance stage. Like, I have not tuned in a lot to the Yankees lately. I've been binge watching Better Call Saul.
Yes.
Like, I am like trying to catch up on, like, I'm on season 5. Like, every Yankee game, like, I don't watch the game. Like, sure, I'll like,
Probably a better use of your time.
I'll like flip to it. But since like I just started watching Better Call Saul, and I'm like, screw this, dude. I gotta finish Better Call Saul before I move to college in
this
2
is
weeks.
way more entertaining.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on season 5. I gotta make a AMC Plus account to watch season 6 for whatever goddamn reason.
Oh man, yeah. I think you still watch them free though. Just go watch commercials. And let's not forget, you can also watch episodes of Comic Book Men too. So
Yes, I know I can watch Comic Book Men on
just
AMC
saying.
Plus.
Just
yes,
saying.
I know I can. I've watched clips of Comic Book Men, but it's just so weird seeing you on TV because, like, I know you.
right.
I'm sure, like, a bunch of the other guys on there, I've met them before,
Sure.
but
Yeah, I think
those are guys who I've just, like, met. Like, I can watch clips of Impractical Jokers, no problem, even
Right.
though I met Brian Quinn. I can
Yeah.
watch Devils games, no problem, because I only met Ken Danico
Okay.
once.
Yes. I see. Wow.
Also, you see the Devils named a new play-by-play commentator?
I saw that.
That's the guy who did the games for Boston College. He sounds all right.
Yeah.
I personally wanted Don LaGreca
That would
because I'm a huge fan of him on radio.
awesome. But yeah, I heard that dude's demo reel. He sounds good.
He's no Kanji, but
No Kanji. Yeah.
yeah, he's no Kanji or Doc Emmerich. I mean,
No.
imagine trying to fill the shoes of First, Gary Thorne.
Yes.
Then Doc Emmerich.
Yes.
And then Steve Cangelosi.
Yeah,
Imagine trying to do that.
Three legends.
Three of the best, you could argue, 10 hockey commentators of all time.
Yeah, no doubt.
I can personally put Steve Cangelosi in the top 10.
Yeah, I've always liked him, for sure. However, I mean,
it's a shame that he didn't get to call more relevant games. Like, I wish he, like 2018, like 2012, 2018, when he was calling those games.
Yeah, it was good. It was exciting.
Yeah, dude, it was really exciting.
Good. Yeah, we'll miss him for sure, but Devils have pretty good track record when it comes to commentators. So
the MSG has their act together when it comes to commentators. Like, MSG is a good network overall.
Yeah, for sure.
Though it sucks that they aren't on Xfinity, but
oh yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Why
are you simming the MLB draft lottery?
No, I'm on a
You're on Tankathon. You're on Tankathon. Did you finally discover Tankathon?
I did. I was looking.
Boy.
I found this because they list the who's got the tougher schedule remaining, and Baltimore is number 12, and the Yankees are number 17. This is just based purely on record and the team's over 500. But Baltimore's got according to Tankathon.com, the 12th toughest schedule remaining in the MLB. So.
Oh God, the poor Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, they have the.
Oh my God, dude. Why are you doing that to them?
Yeah, I mean, for the remaining...
Why do all the good teams happen to have the easier schedules?
I don't know. I guess they kind of front-loaded them in the beginning of the season. You got me. I don't know who's making these schedules. But according to them...
But look at the Mets. They're cruising right now.
20th,
even though they've lost a couple of games to Atlanta, they got DeGrom and Scherzer coming up. So that series is basically a split.
Yeah, for sure.
The Mets, they got a 471 strength of schedule remaining.
Yeah.
God, do you remember when all Mets fans could talk about earlier in the year when, like, the Yankees wouldn't lose and... Like, the Mets were still good, but not the first half Yankees.
No, not at all.
Was like how easy the Yankees schedule was compared to the Mets, and now the Mets have a piss easy schedule.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year.
I would rather have the easier schedule at the end for sure. I mean, by far. So they just kind of go on cruise control.
But they use that to discredit the Yankees earlier in the year. I don't understand.
You still gotta play the games. You gotta still play the games no matter what the records are for sure. So. Well, I admire your confidence. You had 2-11 since the trade deadline is pretty rough, man. And me personally, I'm not used to seeing the Yankees lose 2 in a row.
Okay. Some more good news. There's good news coming in terms of the roster.
How could it get worse?
Roster. This is why I'm coming in all chipper because there's changes happening.
Okay, what
roster.
do you got?
According to Chris Kirschner of The Athletic. So, pretty
reliable.
Yeah, pretty poshy publication. Yeah. Aaron Boone said that Giancarlo Stanton, or he's hoping that Giancarlo Stanton will begin his minor league assignment this weekend, and hopefully will return to the lineup next week.
Okay.
So,
good news.
So again, the reason why I'm like not as panicky is because the pitching seems to have gotten its shit together, and the cavalry's coming.
Yes. I mean, rotation has looked pretty decent. Even
Domingo Germán. Like I forgot I still think is a terrible pitcher, but
any quality start is just gold, right?
Like they've gotten 6 straight quality starts. I think the pitching has gotten their act together. New data shows that Kyle Higashioka with Jameson Taillon is a good match. What is the one good battery that he has? So hopefully they transition to making Taillon and Higgy the battery
why not?
For when they need to give Trevino a day off, to get him off his knees, and they just give Trevino to Cole, who shoves when Trevino is his catcher.
Yeah, and
Cole, I'll give him his credit, dude. He shoved the last 2 times out, and the only reason he gave up a run on Monday was because Aaron Hicks couldn't track a ball in center, and he's not starting in center. Like, he's not starting tonight. So
yeah, and they're in the Tupperware.
No, they're not in the Tupperware. They're in Yankee Stadium.
Oh, they're Yankee Stadium. Okay.
Oh, God, the Mets next. Oh, God, Scherzer and DeGrom. Oh, dude. The Yankees are lined up to face Jacob DeGrom and Max Scherzer.
Yeah.
And that back to, the Yankees are losing those 2 games. Oh,
Then
dear
4 against
God.
the Blue Jays, so you're probably facing Gosman.
Yeah, we're probably facing Gosman and Manoah.
So
Those are the only 2 guys in that rotation that really move me.
yeah.
And even then, Manoah hasn't really been pitching that well
I
as
know.
of late.
No, Baltimore got to him last night, so yeah.
Okay, thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
Let's switch back to the game right now. I want to see how that's going.
All right, we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Toronto's got 1 on, 2 out, so 0-0 so far. So they're hanging so far.
I'm not I used to be a big fan of the Blue Jays white uniforms, but now I'm not.
Yeah, they're kind of boring. I mean, what are you gonna say about them? They're kind of boring. But yeah, geez,
They looked a lot better in the 90s.
I'm still rooting for I've been rooting for the Yankees. It feels weird. I want them to beat the Rays. I want them to beat Seattle.
Because you're in a playoff race and you gotta make unlikely alliances.
I want them to beat up on Toronto this week. So maybe I'm the jinx. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should.
It's your fault. Any team you root for turns to crap.
Pretty much. Maybe I should. Yeah. Maybe
you're an Orioles fan, and they were.
I'll go back to
terrible.
hating them.
They were terrible until like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And you're a Devils fan, and they've been terrible for 10 years. Although, I'll give them their credit. I haven't been paying nearly enough attention to the World Juniors as I usually do.
No, Luke Hughes has been playing great.
I mean, Luke Hughes has been well. You knew he was going to be playing great.
That's all I care
about. He's like a top 5 prospect in hockey. Of course, he's going to be playing great.
And he's a Devil.
Like he's going to be I'm thinking after this season at Michigan, I think he's going to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
In the NHL, whether that be like to end off the regular season or to help out a
playoff team,
playoff run, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not going to get too carried away.
No, we've done that already. 2-3 years ago when Subban.
Okay, well, I wasn't experienced back then. I didn't have. Well, I'm also a reactionary douche. Oh, that's a nice play.
Great
by
play.
Voth.
Great play.
What's his first name? Austin.
Austin Voth.
Austin Voth.
Yeah.
Man, good.
These guys are their hipster names.
Well, because they're all millennials.
Yeah, Austin. Oswaldo. That's a cool name. Oswaldo.
I think he's up 2 middle infield prospects named like some form of Oswald.
Yeah.
Like that character in Epic Mickey.
Yeah.
The bunny from Epic Mickey.
Yeah. I've got 2 somewhat major MLB news stories I want your opinion on. One may be more major than the other. Fernando Tatis Jr.
My God.
Suspended 80 games for using something called clobestol, which he claims was in a cream that he was using to treat ringworm.
Please.
Outright lies.
Please.
Absolutely.
Please, he was juicing.
Absolute crap. He was absolutely, for God knows why, in this day and age, using and didn't think he'd get caught. I guess like maybe he didn't think they would test him while he was on the IL. I don't know, but what a weak excuse, man! Just come on and say you did it at this point,
dude. Like everybody knows.
Yes.
Like we're an informed population. Sure, we're not much smarter, but we're more well informed and we can see through bullshit.
I know.
Like a tinge better than we used to.
No one learned from Robinson Cano.
No one learned from. Or the many guys who tested positive in the mid 2000s.
Yes.
Did anybody learn, like from I don't know, like Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, Sammy Sosa, A-Rod, like any of those guys?
Yeah.
Anybody learn?
No.
Like Jason Giambi, like Mark McGuire. I mean, how many?
And
how many guys?
Honestly, if it was like, if it was like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa got caught with starts, all right, no.
Dude, I would pump my fist if IKF got suspended for 80 games.
Yeah,
I'd kill for IKF to get suspended for the rest of the year.
Right?
Dude, the 80 games without Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, dude, that'd be awesome. Like hell yeah, dog.
However, one of the top 5 players in the game.
Yes, and I know MLB doesn't like that he tested positive.
No, but there's
Because he's like the biggest marketing tool they have. Like, who are the two guys they market more than Fernando Tatis Jr.? Who? Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. That's it.
yeah, that's it.
Maybe Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But not even Vladimir
no,
Jr.
no way.
Fernando Tatis Jr. was primed to be the next face of baseball.
Right. Put him on the show 2023.
They put him on the show 21.
Oh, they all right. Never mind. Here he got his shot. Then, oh, the curse came true.
The cover curse isn't a thing in
Not
baseball.
Only football.
It's only a thing of. Actually, I don't really think it's much a thing in football because.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, right? He turned out all right.
No, Aaron Rodgers was never on the
He was
cover.
never on.
Brett Favre was on the cover, and he was cursed because he sent photos of a sensitive part of his body to a cheerleader.
He did. Yeah. That's not really a curse. That's just being a jerk. That's being an a-hole.
Well, he happened to be on the cover, so it counts.
Okay,
a cover.
all right,
Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown.
Okay. All right. Game, set, match. Okay. You've been proven correctly. But yeah, Tatis, just signed that huge contract. Seriously, what was he thinking? Why do you guys continue to do this? And why do you think they're not going to get caught? It makes no sense to me. And if there was one bright spot, they interviewed his teammates, and a lot of them were like, "What an idiot! We depended on him." Yeah, I mean, they called him out, so that's that. I'm sure, and I'm sure they're frustrated as hell too, because you're supposed to, after they signed all those guys at the trade deadline, and they were going to get him back.
Oh, dude, there was so much hype, but the Padres they're the Padres. You know what I mean?
Guess so. I guess so. It just doesn't work out for them. So
they'll always be property of the Dodgers.
Yes. Yeah, they're not catching the Dodgers. And yeah. So all right, well, so 50 games or whatever the reigning schedule is. Plus, if they're probably going to make the playoffs, so those games actually count against the suspension, and then 30 some odd games next year, of which he's losing $3.2 million of salary. So that's not a big hit, but
his reputation is forever.
It's tainted.
Screwed.
It's forever tainted. Yeah, for sure.
Like his reputation's dead.
Yeah, and they just signed him too. They just signed 14 years.
Some crazy extension.
14 years, 350 some odd million.
That's a smart agent. That's like whoever is Fernando Tatis Jr.'s agent is
probably Boris.
Is not the agent of whoever the hell is in charge of all these young players on the Braves.
Yeah.
Because I saw that Michael Harris got extended to like
8 years?
like a 10-year, $102 million contract. I'm like, dude, how are you? Okay, this is my problem. I think this is the last baseball tangent I'm going to go on for the day because we've been talking baseball for a while.
I got one more thing. But continue.
Wait,
continue.
I have, like, you got to figure, these guys, like these agents, you got to wonder how these guys go through negotiations, knowing how good their client is and knowing the sort of free market value that these baseball players have.
I mean,
you got to wonder how these young stars, they keep signing, they keep encouraging their clients to sign contracts like this.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I've been, I don't know, I guess I sort of have better clarity to this because I haven't watched a lot of it lately, but I've been watching that show Ballers on HBO with The Rock.
Yeah, good.
With The Rock.
Yeah, about sports agents.
Good show, like, underrated show. Shocking that nobody else really talks about it. But seeing all these, like, knowing the sort of commission that agents get on their clients' contracts, not only are they losing their clients' money, they're losing themselves money.
Yeah, I mean,
they're losing commissions. I mean, what the hell are they?
It's
but you gotta wonder, like, the rate that these guys charge.
I mean, it's really 10%.
Like, it's got
on the higher end, but yeah.
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah.
You gotta figure Ronald Acuna on the open market is worth at least $300 million.
Oh, sure.
Agent gets $30 million of that.
Not bad. Not a bad payday.
Michael Harris on the open market, if he keeps it up, is gonna be worth $150 something.
Yeah. I mean, the trade-off is take the money now or wait for more later, and
I get it.
It's a
and I get that it is a thing that front offices do, and it's and it's morally shitty, but you got to be morally shitty in order to make money.
It's a business, which sometimes
Yeah, ball is a
horribly
business.
bankrupt to succeed
Yeah,
at.
ball is a business. And I get it that these guys are having $100 million waved in their face after growing up sometimes impoverished.
Right. And then, but
Like impoverished in like Latin American countries or
Right.
like the Caribbean or something. They come to America and they're all of a sudden given this contract offer of like $80 million for 8 years, like right here.
after 3 months of playing, yes. I can't blame them for taking that.
But I can't blame them for
However,
taking it. But
yeah.
I can blame the agent for saying, listen, dude, like this.
Wait like 3 years.
Like, listen, dude, just wait 3 more years. You're going to keep up this production. Wait 3 more years and secure yourself $100 million more.
Yeah. Again, it's a risk. So you get injured, your production falls off. Anything,
I get
anything
that there's a
can
risk.
happen.
I understand why these guys take the contracts.
Sure.
I understand why they take the offers.
Sure.
I just think it is a dumb
financially,
move.
it's not a
Like,
wise-
I think it is a dumb move on the agent's part. It's quick money.
Yes.
Like, it's the quick money. It's the sure money. And I commend Alex Anthopoulos for taking advantage of these young players who haven't seen a lot of money in their lives.
It
But
worked last year.
But I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, Acuna wasn't on the team. There weren't a lot of. That was mostly vets and deadline acquisitions.
Yeah.
That team was lightning in a bottle. You play that postseason 99 more times. The Braves don't win.
Yeah, you think so? 99.
That was like a 1 in 100 shot. The Braves winning that World Series.
Maybe like 1 in 10.
Okay, I'd say it was like one in 100. That
1%?
team won 88.
1%
But you're telling me you play that. Like the Braves win 10 times in 100 cases. You're telling me Jock Peterson goes off in the NLDS 9 more times. You're telling me Eddie Rosario goes off in the NLCS 9 more times. And you're telling me Jorge Soler goes off in the World Series 9 more times. You're telling me that
maybe one out of
those
20
three
then.
guys,
5 games out of the 100.
those 3 guys, 5 times out of the 100. No, okay. I'll give you maybe 1 in 50.
Can somebody run a
1 in 50?
You know, you run a 100-game simulation between those.
Okay, I don't trust the damn sim. I don't trust the sim. I don't trust. I trust projection models. I trust a lot about analytics, but I don't trust simulations.
You don't touch EA Sports. It's in the game.
I don't, dude. EA, you've known me for how long, and you think I trust EA?
No,
Sports?
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Dude, I hate EA Sports. I passionately. I've been very outspoken.
You've made this.
I've made abundantly clear.
Made this pretty clear. Yes.
Yeah.
Their football.
I hate EA.
Rankings and attributes.
I hate EA Sports. So look at what they did to Star Wars.
Okay.
Look at what EA did to Star Wars.
All right, fair enough.
You got the on-screen like story product being made by Disney,
Right.
And you got the video games being made by EA.
Right. Yeah.
Although Jedi Fallen Order, that was good.
Battlefront 2 was pretty good.
But Battlefront 2, I don't hate it, but it's sort of dry. It's better than Battlefront 1. It's not as good as the old Battlefront games.
Yeah. No, man, I played those for hours, man.
Dude, the old Star Wars games.
Good stuff. Good game.
Those were awesome. You had like Jedi Starfighter, Old Republic.
Yeah, man. Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, you had Pod Racer.
Pod Racer.
One of the few good things to come out of the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Although again, I've been
Sure. Well, you grew up with those.
But I have been vocal that I've warmed up to the prequels since The Last Jedi. Like I've warmed up to those movies.
They're not as terrible.
Well, I always liked Revenge of the Sith.
That's the best one of the bunch. Yeah.
Well, dude, Revenge of the Sith, in my opinion, is the 3rd best Star Wars movie ever, behind Rogue One and Empire Strikes Back.
New Hope was pretty good. I'll give it.
But okay, there were, say what you will about A New Hope, but there were some very bad flaws. So granted, it hasn't aged well, like any movie that came out in the 70s.
It was 77, man.
I know it came out
first of its kind.
I know it was the first real sci-fi fantasy mix movie of its time. But there were some. It was not a perfect movie. It was the most. You could argue it's the most revolutionary film in American history, but
one of them.
But there are elements that are in it that are not particularly
that don't hold up very well.
That don't hold up very
Yeah.
well.
Again, it was made in the 70s, so
Yeah, I know. Again, I'm not trying to say that New Hope was a bad movie. I'm trying to say, like, in case my
Right,
dad
just
comes
out of-
across it.
right.
In case my dad comes across this and beats me over the head with a
out of all 9, adding
newspaper.
10 for Rogue One, yes, it's it may not be the best, so for sure. This is the other story I have for you. Rodolfo Castro of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
But who the hell? The guy that just lived with his phone in his pocket.
Sliding into third here, and his iPhone falls out of his back pocket.
Oh.
His iPhone appears to be an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Yeah, that. But I actually got myself a new phone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
You
finally.
got a 13?
I got a 13 Pro.
Oh, dang. Wow, night mode. You have like the focus.
Now, hey,
thing.
I have not gotten a new phone
ever since we've been
since 2016.
Right, since-
2016 was the last time I got a new phone.
ever since we've been we've been podcasting. I
My mom
remember.
insisted that I got a new phone before college.
Yeah.
So I, mean,
That's a huge step.
I also changed the wallpaper from Gibby to
Gibby from iCarly.
yeah, I changed it to the Eli Manning in the 2012 NFC Championship.
Oh, good. Okay, that's a good picture.
In my opinion, the greatest single game performance by a quarterback in NFL history.
Wait, is your lock screen your dog though?
My lock screen is not my dog. No, I'm not that generic.
Generic. Your dog's awesome.
No, my dog is awesome.
Yes.
My dog is awesome. He had surgery recently, but he's doing well.
Okay. Big shout out to Gribble.
Yeah, big shout out to Gribble. Dude, Gribble's the man.
Yes. But I mean, this is one of those things you don't see every day in baseball or any other sport.
Yeah, well, like that. Why those
think
guys
that-
are allowed to keep their phones? I mean, I'm not gonna.
Well, I think the major thing is cheating. You know, you got your phone on you. You can look up. Yeah, you can do analysis. You can get.
Apparently, like
Yeah.
according to like witness like fan testimonials, apparently like there are times where guys are on their phones in the outfield in between batters.
Wait, really?
Yeah, some guys said that. Like some guy on like
Whoa.
Reddit or something, and I take it with a grain of salt because this is Reddit we're talking about.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like some guy on Reddit or Twitter said that, like he was at a Yankee game and he saw Aaron Judge like look at his phone in right field,
wow, checking like Tinder, like swiping left and.
checking Tinder.
I thought it was funny. Sliding headfirst, a phone is his white iPhone 13 Pro Max goes flying out of his pocket. Suspended for a game.
Suspended.
Fined and suspended.
Okay, so it is against the rules.
Oh yeah, yeah. That it's again it goes to
Electronic.
You can blame the freaking Astros and the Red Sox for all of this. For why you
Yeah.
can't bring your phone with you on the field and in the dugout. The last time I saw a cell phone being pulled out in a major sporting event, I think was it T.O. that pulled one out of the goal, his sock, and pretend to call.
It was
somebody?
T.O. Joe Horn.
Joe Horn. Okay.
Joe Horn, one of the most forgotten elite receivers in NFL history.
Yeah, pulled a cell phone out of
Joe
his
Horn.
sock and pretend to dial someone after he scored a touchdown. I believe T.O. was the one who hid the Sharpie.
Yeah, T.O. was the one who hid the Sharpie in his cleat.
Okay.
And
But Joe Horn hid the phone in the goalpost padding?
yeah, he hit a phone in the goalpost padding. And
He pulled it out.
the early 2000s
love
NFL
it.
diva wide receivers were the best.
I mean, say what you will, entertaining though. I'll never, we remembered it.
Back when they didn't penalize
No.
celebrations.
Guys, showboating's an art, man. Let them. They should abolish all those rules, man. Let them get us that last.
It's illegal to do a dunk in the goalpost.
Yeah.
Like, dude, why the hell are you penalizing that?
What's wrong with the little taunting? Makes you play better.
In this preseason game, like the Giants played, Aaron Robinson, who played like shit. I would like to preface this by saying that I think he played like dog shit.
Okay.
In that, in the preseason game against the Patriots, he got
Duly
torched.
noted.
He got torched by the Patriots' second string receivers. But he made a nice play, like in the end zone. Like, to break up like a fade route.
Yeah.
Whatever. And he sort of did that. Nothing big, just whenever defensive backs break up a pass, they do the incomplete pass. Yeah. He got flagged for that. he got
Come on.
He got a taunting penalty for that.
Come on.
I'm sitting there and I'm like I was watching that and I'm like, wait, what's the flag? And
During the preseason?
yes, during the
Get
preseason,
outta
they got
here
the.
with that.
Why do they have
crap.
such a bug up their ass
That's
about it?
that's absolute crap, man.
on,
That's
man.
absolute crap.
So, anyways, that's a good transition to talk about the New York Football Giants.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor.
No, Tyrod Taylor is my
Look at this
quarterback.
guy.
Tyrod Taylor is my quarterback, and I think at some point we are going to see Tyrod Taylor play a lot of quarterback for this team because they're already 1 foot out the door with Daniel Jones. with how they are sort of handling everything, they want to get rid of Dave Gettleman's roster as soon as humanly possible.
All of it. They're house cleaning.
Yes, they absolutely want to clean house. They want to get rid of Gettleman's guys. They've already gotten rid of most of Gettleman's staff. They want to get rid of Gettleman's guys, and they want to bring in their own guys.
Yeah.
Which I completely understand because
Sure.
which is what you should be doing. You should be getting rid of all of the work
Yes.
of
It
the
didn't
worst
work,
of one of the
so
worst
get rid of
GMs
them,
in the
yes.
history of your franchise.
Absolutely.
And they're already kind of like that with Daniel Jones. And Tyrod Taylor, he looked really good.
Yeah.
I loved the way he looked.
13 for 21.
And I'm not trying to say that Jones looked bad, because Jones didn't look bad. He got screwed over by a couple of bad drops from Kenny Galladay.
Ooh.
He got screwed over by Colin Johnson fumbled on a Tyrod Taylor
Yes.
pass, but I would really like to see Tyrod Taylor get a better look at quarterback for this team, because none of these guys are going to be the future.
Yeah.
I like to look at Tyrod Taylor and see what we got with him.
Yeah. Totally find the star in the making coming up in whichever draft is coming up.
I don't know if they should go after a quarterback this year. I think they should either do this year or maybe like this year should be the year to tank for a quarterback, or maybe they should build a little more.
Yeah.
I've always been part of the school of thought of, and I feel vindicated about this with Daniel Jones and every other quarterback case study that I've sort of passively done over the years, is that I am very much part of the build the rest of the team and then get your quarterback school of thought, because you're giving your quarterback the best chance to develop. You're giving your quarterback the best opportunity to succeed.
Yeah.
You're putting him in a good setting, good coaching staff, good roster, good play calling. Like, Daniel Jones was dead on arrival, if we're being honest.
Yeah, didn't have much around him, so
He had an idiot GM. He had
a running back.
he had an idiot head coach. He had a terrible offensive line, which led to that elite running back getting injured. And that led to Daniel Jones flaming out, and with not to mention a million bad play callers who didn't play to his strength.
Yeah.
Even though Pat Shurmur was a doornail of a coach, I think he played to Jones's strengths.
Right.
Jones was productive when Shurmur was the coach.
Yeah. Colin Johnson looked good.
Yeah, Colin Johnson looked good, but again, this is preseason.
I know.
Okay, this is Colin Johnson we're talking about. Some guys who... I'm not going to put too much stock in the preseason.
At game 1 of the preseason.
But even with like Kayvon Thibodeau, who I thought looked good, the Patriots ran a lot of quick plays. A lot of quick plays that don't give the pass rusher an opportunity to generate pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. Still,
I've seen a couple of guys like scrutinize Evan Neal with the way he played last week, and I'm like, dude, give it a break. Okay, it's his first game. It didn't even play a full game yet.
yeah.
And you're giving him shit you're giving him shit for how he played in a preseason game. I didn't even think he looked bad.
Yeah.
Like, I liked the way Evan Neal played. The Giants, I believe, play on Sunday. Again, they play the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, they do play the Bengals.
Let's go to preseason week 2. And again, your MVP now and forever, Graham Gano, man.
Yeah, he hit the game-winning field goal.
I did expect that to. Hopefully, it happens more often. Hopefully, doesn't come down to the final play. But if it did, and I had one guy to kick that game-winning field goal, it would probably be him. That guy is
Justin Tucker.
okay. Justin Tucker too, sure, but Gano's pretty reliable.
I mean, Graham Gano is a great kicker, but it is a luxury to have a great kicker. Like, it is awesome to have a great kicker you can trust to kick field goals.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when the Aldrich Rosas was like the best kicker in football for like a year. That was awesome. It's like you have a big 50-something yard field goal. It's like, okay, he's gonna hit it.
All right, boom.
Like Graham Gano, it's like, all right, he's gonna hit
He's
it.
got this. 7:00 Sunday, Bengals Giants. Should be fun. And then the regular season, week 1, is a 4:25 game.
Yeah, I thought it was 1 o'clock. I thought for a while there was 1
I saw your
o'clock.
tweet.
And now I'm
You're
like,
at least I don't have the whole day to suffer now. I have to wait until the middle.
but I like when the Giants play at 1 o'clock because when the Giants play at 1 o'clock, there aren't a lot of great games at 1 o'clock.
Sure.
So I can just watch the Giants lose. And I'm like, okay, yeah, Giants lost. I mean, what the hell was I expecting?
Right.
And then at 4 o'clock, I can watch a good game. The Giants are playing at 4. I don't get to watch the good games.
No.
Because my team is hogging up. Is hogging up
the time slot.
Hogging up the time slot on that channel. Meanwhile, like, I haven't been able to watch good. I'm not able to watch any good games because at 1 o'clock it's like the Giants or Jets, and at 4 o'clock it's either the Giants or Jets.
Right.
Like, I can't watch good football. It's like, oh boy, Chiefs. Like, I'll watch a game, it's like, oh man, Chiefs Bills. Oh, I'm gonna want to watch this one. Then I go to CBS, it's like Jets Falcons or something stupid like that. Then I'm like, damn it! I can watch good NFC games though.
Yeah.
Like, I have had a heaping helping of Tom Brady the last couple of years. I have watched so much Tampa Bay Buccaneers football.
Yeah, they love putting Tom Brady on
Like,
TV.
I have watched.
Tom Brady equals ratings.
I've watched. I know the Cowboys. I know the Eagles.
Yeah.
But that's another thing, that the Eagles aren't exactly a great watch either.
No.
I haven't been able to watch good AFC football in a long time.
No, just bad NFC East
I
football.
watch bad NFC East football. Like, I've been suffering bad football. And the only thing is, like, okay, Sunday night. What game is on Sunday night?
On week 1, we have the Broncos Seahawks.
Oh, God damn it!
And the Buccaneers Cowboys. So, yeah.
That Broncos Seahawks, that's Monday night?
That's Monday night.
Week 1, that's Monday night football?
That's Monday
I mean,
night.
Bucks Cowboys is
Sunday
going
night,
to be.
Bucks Cowboys.
Bucks Cowboys, that's a great Sunday night game to open the year.
Yeah.
You have two high-flying offenses.
Yeah, 2 good QBs, 2
Two elite quarterbacks. Dak Prescott's an elite quarterback.
Yeah. That should be fun. That kicks off week 1, September 11th, and the Giants are at the Tennessee Titans at 4.
Okay, now what game would I... Now, let's look at what game I would hypothetically be missing on, at 4 o'clock.
Chiefs Cardinals?
That's CBS. I'm talking, what game would I be missing on Fox?
Oh.
I'd be missing... I'd be missing Packers Vikings.
Packers Vikes.
That's always a good game, though.
Yeah.
Like, a Packers Vikings...
Good rivalry.
Like, it's always good.
Battle.
It's always good to watch. I love the NFC North. Like, there is not a single team in the NFC North that I dislike. Like, I have a soft spot for every NFC North team. I've always had a soft spot for the Packers.
Sure.
Because they were always the team that I would bandwagon in the playoffs as a kid. Like, my family was always big.
Yeah, cheese
always big.
Fake cheeseheads, but yeah.
Not always big Aaron Rodgers fans in the playoffs.
It's fun to watch.
I like the Lions. Like, I always liked the Lions. I was a huge Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford fan growing up.
Yeah.
I always liked the Bears because, they're the Bears.
I
can't hate the Bears unless I'm a Packers fan, or unless I'm a fan of an NFC North team and I hate the Bears. The Vikings, I like the Vikings too. I liked Adrian Peterson as a kid.
Can't you throw this on like another computer monitor or something? This game.
I could throw that on my laptop. That's true.
Could. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to bring my PC to college.
Oh really?
I'm not gonna have.
You're not bringing the gaming rig?
I'm not bringing the gaming rig. No.
It's probably smart.
Yeah, it's smart. I'm not bringing it to a dorm room. What am I nuts? It's hot enough as it is.
Good point.
It's gonna be hot enough as it is with a gaming monitor frying up my room.
Throw a couple more fans on there. You'll be all right. A couple like cooling fans. Yeah.
My PC is not very modifiable.
Okay.
You can do. I've looked up YouTube videos. You
Right.
can see if I can modify a Corsair one.
Sure.
But
I mean,
like it's. Well, it serves me well. It's a great PC.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's gonna have some. It's gonna get some much needed rest when I'm off at school.
you should be studying or creating or broadcasting, but yes.
Like my
whatever.
gaming rig is gonna get some much needed. I am, however, bringing my PS5.
Oh yeah.
I'm bringing my PS5 and I'm bringing my Switch.
Oh yeah. Well, how are you
Because-
gonna have Mario Kart tournaments with your dorm mates if you don't have a?
I only have one roommate.
Yeah, but you get.
Although I got
Is
even
it
though I have housing accommodation, so I get I technically get what is called the handicap dorm, where it's only me, my roommate, and we have our own bathroom.
Okay.
It's two
Nice,
guys and
nice.
but only one bathroom for two people.
Right. That's great.
It's a great deal. It's gonna be not gonna have to do a lot of cleaning.
Yeah, but
Although at orientation was really fun to be in a suite full of guys, but
yeah, that gets old quick. I'm telling you that right now.
two bathrooms
fun
for 8 guys is a
yeah,
lot.
It's fun for 2 days or however long orientation was, but then that gets old.
I was only there for one night on orientation.
Yeah.
I remember we were sitting around the table that we had in our little apartment, I guess, and we were sitting there we were all sitting around the table and we were all rattling off the difficult questions. It's all right, politics, go.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay, do we like Joe Biden or not?
Okay, yeah.
And it's then second most contentious topic. All
Okay.
right, sports teams.
Yes.
It's
all right, go.
Okay.
Giants, great. Okay.
Okay.
Devils, great. Rangers, okay. See you later. Okay.
But I'm going to be a lone.
Miami Dolphins.
I am going to be a very lonely Devils fan on campus, I think.
Oh, hey, man.
There are a lot of New Yorkers that go
No,
there.
not everybody.
I met a lot of Long Island, Staten Island.
Okay. Not everyone gets it, is my point. Nobody gets who the deep down inside who the superior team is. That'd be New Jersey, but we still haven't.
Oh, come on!
Haven't proven it
The
yet?
Rangers just won 50 games last year and made it to the Eastern Conference Final.
I know.
Please,
They didn't make the.
please. Granted, it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
They are not getting 50-plus goals from Chris Kreider ever again.
No, they are not.
And Igor Shesterkin is not going to play like that ever again.
he's
but
not.
even though he's an elite goalie, and I think he's going to play at an elite level for the rest of his
Vezina
career.
winner, trophy
But-
winner, Igor Shesterkin. Yeah.
We're not getting that from Kreider again. We're not getting that from Zibanejad again. We are getting that from Panarin, though.
Yeah. So I noticed usually what happens, you have the hall, you have your dorm mates there, and hey, Smash tournament. We made our own brackets. We we print out our own brackets.
You played Super Smash Bros.
We put Mario. What do we? No, we do Street Fighter,
Mortal Kombat,
Street Fighter,
NHL '94.
NHL.
My dad played a Tecmo Bowl.
Oh
in
yeah,
college.
no. We did Tecmo Bowl.
You couldn't pick the Raiders.
No, you couldn't do Bo Jackson or the Giants.
Or the Giants because of Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Everything else was on the table though. The Joe Montana led 49ers. There are a couple of decent.
Dan Marino.
Dan Marino, the Dolphins. Yeah, there's some good teams on there. Yeah, Marino to Rice. That was a good. Or not.
There's a
Montana
gamer.
to Rice.
There's
a
a gaming room at Iona.
Really?
Actually, orientation that night I was down there. I was playing Smash, and they have the
Wait, so they have Switch docks down there?
They have Switch docks down there.
my
They have
God.
Switches. They have PS5s, Xboxes.
Holy cow.
They have all the next gen consoles. I saw a guy playing Black Ops 2 down there. I remember I talked to him dude, I need to be your friend.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2.
Right.
That is
A whole gaming. Dang man.
no, and it gets better. There's this room with PCs in it.
Oh my God.
All of them Alienware, 3090s, on a decked out, state of the art PCs with 240 hertz monitors.
Holy crap.
But and I remember there was one guy down there who I was sitting next to as I was logging into my Steam account, and I didn't log out, which I don't know. There was probably some random stranger playing on my.
Oh yeah.
Actually, there was probably another random stranger playing on that during orientation time, but. All of a sudden, he was playing Valorant. He's dude, I only get 30 frames at home. It was dude, this is amazing.
120.
Holy shit.
Awesome.
Their Rocket League team actually won their conference championship in They won the MAAC championship.
This
So
is a
like
college rugby league team.
Dude, college esports are a thing, dude.
Yeah, I know. I wish
I wish I was like more into the games that play esports because I'm not in. I used to be big into Overwatch.
You can be.
Now, I used like Halloween 2016 or actually it was Halloween 2016.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my phone and I remember it was a huge goal. It was like the quarterfinals of the Overwatch World Cup and it was the U.S. against Russia.
Right.
And the U.S. ended up losing because for some reason Russia's just amazing at Overwatch. Although every team at that point was honestly just playing to lose to South Korea.
Wow.
But South Korea is just really good at Overwatch.
Yeah, they're ringers. Dang. That's cool. So all right, so you got plenty of distractions. Dang, I want to roll in this college. Like,
would you be like old school, like that movie?
Yeah, I mean, old school. Yeah.
Just
like
roll
Will
in.
Ferrell.
Yeah,
We get
Owen Wilson's brother.
Yeah, where's Ming? He went to go get the keg. Like,
Ming went to get the
Go
keg.
get the keg.
Going to frat parties.
Ming the tank.
And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Show. With me is Ming Chen.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? And I'm Cameron. We are live from Sigma Kappa at the big sorority rush.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, we are here. Hey, we are here. It reeks of booze and weed here.
Yeah. Whoa, look at Jimmy go on that beer funnel. Like, chug. Yeah, I think I'm too old for that. I did it already. I don't need to do it again.
Well,
that wasn't that
University of Michigan, dude. Though,
Yeah,
like it's a big ass school.
Yeah, well,
those frat parties must have been nuts.
I only went to one. All I remember is that there's a 55-gallon trash can was all full of beer.
No, I did. You couldn't have been there for long because eventually, like, you know that beginning scene in Wolf of Wall Street where they take the where they throw the midget at the darts.
I never saw that.
Like, yeah, dude.
That never happened. That never happened. You're gonna have a good time for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be like a degenerate though. Like I'm
famous last
I'm
words.
too much of a straight arrow to be a degenerate. Like
You
no,
are, but
no, I'm not gonna be a degenerate. Sure,
well, stay that way. Have fun, but stay.
I can have fun. Believe it or not, I'm not lame.
I know you can.
Like, even though, like, when the rare time when I do go out and, like, actually hang out with people, I am a fun human being to be around.
I have no doubt.
Hey, ask my friends. This is shit for, like, off the record.
Sure.
Dude, that game is still nothing. The Orioles, in this time we were on the pod, we started, it was like the second inning, is now the top of the sixth. Still scoreless.
Still scoreless.
Was this Ross Stripling's first start off the IL and he's shoving against you?
Yeah.
Well, Roof now, door at the plate. Come on. All right.
And
it'll be a 1-1 Narugi.
He is,
swing and a miss.
He is hitting 206 last time I checked. It's probably lower at this point.
Rugi knows clutch, though. Rugi's going deep here. Actually, it's a couple innings too early.
Are you calling it?
Couple innings too early. No, I'm making the prediction here. Rugi's going deep. The 1-2.
1 and 2. All right, high fastball.
Upstairs. That was like at his shoulders.
Say what you want about him. He brought in the home run chain to Camden Yards.
Roof Neto.
He's the.
That is what we call a clubhouse presence.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So it'll be a 2-2 to Roof Neto.
Choked up on the bat. And all right, full count.
All right, 3-2. Ross Stripling, for some reason, does not want to throw strikes to Roof Neto Odor.
He hitting right just above the Mendoza line. Maybe he didn't. Maybe look up. You can see his batting average. You don't. And this will be the 60th pitch. So throwing.
All right, the Yankees officially announced the moves. 3-2,
and he struck him out.
85
mile per hour.
Damn, that was in a sweet spot too. Blowing in.
But he can't.
All right, the Yankees officially announced that they recalled infielder Oswaldo Cabrera, outfielder Esteban Florial, and right-handed pitcher Ron Marinaccio from AAA. Placed right-handed pitcher Clay Holmes on the 15-day injured list with a left lower back. Dude, what the hell is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Left lower back strain. Yeah. It's yeah. That 15 days will do him. Retroactive to what? A couple days ago, I'm sure.
Retroactive to August 14th.
Okay,
so 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So he's really just going to be out for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Mind you, while I'm in this game, the Orioles are resting Adley Rutschman. For some reason, they're not playing.
It's a day
their
game
best
after
player.
a night game, so he'll come in and pinch.
He's
if they need him.
their best. He's their best player, though.
He is.
What the hell was Mateo swinging out there?
Very high fastball. Spiked it right into the ground.
Oh, dude,
2 outs.
what the hell was that?
It's a tempting pitch.
I get that, the high fastball. I get that.
Because it's at eye levels. You're like, oh, okay, I'll swing at this. But yeah, spiked it right into the ground. So
You almost got it. He was the guy who ended that stupid perfect game.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Drew Rasmussen. No, I'm happy that Drew Rasmussen didn't throw the first perfect game since Felix Hernandez.
Yeah. Yeah. I am too, because it would have been against the Orioles. So, yeah. And broke up in the ninth inning too. By the way, so
yeah, in the ninth inning.
Thank God.
Like when I was watching, I'm like, oh my God, dude, it might happen.
Could happen.
Also, like it would have sucked if it was like Drew Rasmussen. That's random.
Really sucked. Well,
what the hell?
Wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. Mateo hit a pretty good double down the third base line. Thank goodness. I was like, woof, woof.
Like whenever I watch Yankee games, it's like, okay, they got to hit. They're not going to get no hitter perfect game.
Oh, if it's like the second inning, it's like, okay.
Well, like, okay, they got to hit. I can turn the game off. You know what? I'm not going to have to remember this.
When was the last time the Yankees got no hit? Do you remember that?
The combined no hitter against Houston, like a month ago.
Right.
It was a combined no hitter.
Yeah, that doesn't really.
Okay, I don't count combined no hitters. The last legit no hitter that was thrown against the Yankees was Bob Feller in the 50s.
Oh wow, okay,
Bob Feller threw the last
Hall of Famer Bob Feller.
And Robinson Chirinos
grounds out to third.
Jesus.
Inning over. So
come on, dude.
Yeah,
I need you to.
You need someone to break through.
Come on, dude. You gotta.
Actually, Orioles being no hit too right now. So
what? Again?
Again, yes. Again. But it is still nothing too. So who knows? Who knows? Rasmussen's I like 72 pitches, so he's thrown pretty efficiently. Not Rasmussen, Stripling. Oh man. I mean, you gotta be excited though. Football's imminent.
I like football. I hate Giants season, but I love football season. The holy day of the forward pass is one of the best holidays in America.
I agree, and it happens 3 times a week, which is pretty awesome too. So, but yeah.
No, I'm saying the holy day of the forward pass, as in the first Sunday.
The first
of football.
Sunday. All right, I count.
It's the best part where
I count Monday, Sunday, and Thursday as holy days, but
I don't. Thursday night football is so random.
It is.
I understand why they don't do Friday and Saturday, because Friday's for high school and Saturday is for college. Although in the last few years, I've taken a bigger appreciation to college football because I have a lot of friends who watch it.
Yeah. But it's nice to just sit there right around noon. You sit there all day and watch football.
Well, I could just do NFL Red Zone. The best is when the Giants are on a bye week.
Yeah.
When the Giants run a bye week, I can just throw on NFL Red Zone, or I want to find a group of guys who I can actually go out and watch football with.
Oh, you'll find them, no doubt. I have no doubt.
I only have one day there. I only have one full day there before classes start. So
really?
I gotta gain my footing quick.
Yeah. It'll be as simple as you're wearing a Manning jersey or something.
Yeah,
right.
I should wear my Eli Manning jersey. Well, I should wear my Eli Manning jersey so I can find a crew. I was like, oh, you a Giants fan? Dude, yeah. I do watch the games with us. It's
yeah.
Like, yeah, nice.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, cool.
Well, I love to find a crew. Like, misery always loves company.
Sure.
And that is.
I know that more than anybody. I know that more.
Hell, that's what we should rename this show to. Misery Loves Company.
Misery Loves Company, the Cameron Woolley story.
Misery Loves Company. That's my movie.
That's your movie, right?
That's my
there.
ESPN 30 for 30.
There you
That's gonna be my 30 for 30.
go. Right.
Like Misery Loves Company, the Cameron Woolley story.
All right, who plays you like Tom Holland? He's a little short, but
Toby Maguire's no. I've always insisted that Toby Maguire is gonna play.
Toby Maguire.
Look at him in Spider-Man. Dude, he's like.
He does. You look very similar.
Although he did look like a youth pastor in No Way Home, but
Oh yeah, sure. Right? That was 20 years. 20 years older. He looked good. He looked good. Like
although he was playing like an older Spider-Man.
Sure.
In
yeah.
that.
Yeah, he still looked good though. So,
Well, everybody loved that. I haven't watched it since
you saw it in the theater.
I saw it in theaters, and I think the next time I watch, I'm gonna like it less.
Oh.
Because
You'll see things you didn't see before though. I think.
because we were always so blinded by the
The reveals. Yeah.
but like the like, oh my god, dude, it's all the guys from all the old movies.
Aunt May, no. Like William Dafoe, the Sandman. Yeah, all of them. Jamie Foxx.
I don't know why they put the lizard in there though. Like they could have done without the lizard.
They wanted to bring everyone back, so
I know he was the main villain in Amazing Spider-Man 1.
So they had to bring him back. They brought everybody back. You can't leave anyone out. You don't leave anyone out. Plus, they're setting up the Sinister Six, so yeah, you got to bring everyone back.
What the hell are they gonna? That's gonna be. I don't know what the hell Marvel is gonna. I know they revealed their roadmap for Secret Wars, and I am excited for. I'm mostly excited for Fantastic Four.
It's gonna be great.
But I don't know what the hell they're gonna, like. They didn't reveal anything for the X-Men. The X-Men were a crucial part of Secret Wars, if I'm not correct.
They'll. I think the reason they do
but
that,
like I know in Multiverse of Madness we saw Professor X.
We did. I think in a future movie there'll be more of a reveal that they don't want to spoil. So we all know it's coming. They don't. It's not like they need to say it explicitly.
They explicitly said that the Fantastic Four are coming though, even though they didn't need to explicitly
I'll be happy
say
when I watch the end credits of whatever movie's coming out and we see like the Slash, like the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Slash.
But who the hell are they gonna bring? Hugh Jackman's a bit old for a Marvel movie though, right?
I mean,
they gotta bring. I don't know who the hell they're gonna bring in to fill those shoes.
They'll find somebody.
Those are some shoes.
They're big, yes.
I think that they can keep the guy who played Magneto in the last few X-Men movies. I think they.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Fassbender. The younger Magneto, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender.
The younger Magneto. Yeah.
He's good. He's great. They can find another Wolverine. There's
gonna be tough.
I
mean, they found the other guys to play Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So
sure.
they found they've been Batman. They've been pumping those guys out like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like it's seemingly every guy who comes out is a case for the best Batman ever. So
yeah, they can do it.
I mean, although Ben Affleck doesn't really have that much of an argument.
No, but yeah, I guess
he was more of a victim of
just bad
the
press
movies.
And,
movies
and himself.
His
personal life.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Mrs. Jennifer Lopez.
Mr. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Although he was good in the Kevin Smith movies though. He was great in Mallrats and Dogma.
Chasing Amy, great.
But yeah, Chasing Amy was like Kevin Smith's first serious serious as a heart attack.
Put him back on the map, man. That was right about when I met him too. So it was that was a fun time for sure.
And I guess Clerks in its own right was kind of a serious movie. It was funny. It was hilarious, but
it had a message. It
was sort of a message about
being a
nihilism, loafing around.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And people suck.
One of my favorite movie scenes is when they were talking about the contractors.
Oh yeah, me too. That was the moment I was like, holy crap, they're talking about this in a movie? Like I thought only me and my friends talked about this when we were bored. Yeah, that was one of the first scenes, like, holy crap.
No, a roofer's personal politics play heavily into what job they take.
Babyface Bambino, the gangster?
The gangster.
Yeah.
I gave the job to my friend. He ended up getting killed on the job.
Yeah. My other favorite scene is that when he bans the woman from the video store. She's like, "Are any of these two any good?" He's like, "I don't watch movies." It's like you work at a video store.
You gotta figure like if you worked at a in the 90s seemed like such a
It was fun. I worked at a video store.
Like it seemed like such an odd, whimsical time to work at a. I could just work at a video store and sort of just like loaf around.
Yeah, it was a great job because you didn't have to do anything. Yeah, all you do is kind of know the movies, sort of, but not really. It was great. And then, there was no streaming, so people had to come to the video store because there was no other option. You couldn't get you couldn't watch a movie at home unless
it would be
the video
like
store.
it would be dead during the day, so you just get like a job.
Yep,
you just get like the day job during the day. You get paid hourly.
Yep.
You get paid whatever the hell, like $2.50 an hour, whatever the hell.
Yeah, but I like
was back then.
I like the weekend night shifts because I like renting. I like talking about movies with people. So, and our store was even worse. I worked at this tiny one. We only got one copy of every movie. So once it was rented out, like Friday night, it would be out the whole weekend. So people were like, hey man, you got Jurassic Park? Like, no, it's out.
Yeah, you gotta be at the door.
Yeah, because my boss who rented it was like, we only need one copy of everything. Are you sure about that? He didn't want to spend any more on multiple copies.
It's like, dude, Jurassic Park is a very high, in demand movie.
Yeah. But I'm like, dude, if you get more copies.
But you didn't work at I take it you didn't work at a Blockbuster. Like,
no, it wasn't that. Nope.
The big thing.
Nope, it was a tiny.
Like you worked at like Bob's Video or something.
It was called Study Break. It was in the student union. So. But that's where Clerks came in for the first time, and that's where I saw it the first time. So, and we had this big screen TV in there, but none of the only channel that worked was MTV. So we'll watch.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, only MTV. Dude, you'd be watching music videos, Beavis and Butthead.
Yep, Beavis and Butthead and The Real World. That's the two shows I watched on repeat, and then I saw a lot of like Rage Against the Machine videos.
Daria wasn't on?
Not yet. Daria would come maybe 2-3 years later.
Don't get my mom started on Daria. That was her
show. A lot of Nirvana videos, Soundgarden. It was all grunge back then, so it was cool. It was
Motley Crue. I mean, Motley Crue. That was a little
no more hair metal, man.
No more hair metal. Like it was all
Blind Melon.
Really, that '90s music was weird.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good stuff, man. Really good. So that was yeah. So if you're hearing this from the 90s, maybe you have like a time machine or something. Yeah, go get a job at a video store. It's the ultimate job. Yeah, now they're all gone, so I don't know where.
But you have to keep track of like filing and stuff. Yeah, you have to keep track of.
It's all on the computer.
Like, you rented it, but it was that '90s computer though.
It was.
It was like a.
Oh yeah, for sure. At the end of the night, we had to print out all the who hadn't turned their videos in yet. And we called each one of them.
Oh God!
Like, hi, this is Ming from Study Break. You have rented out True Romance. It's been overdue for 5 days. Could you please bring it back, please? Otherwise, your fine is going to go up to $18.14. Thank you very much. Click. Yeah, that's what it. And I remember one dude had some movie out for like a year and a half. We still
you stopped calling him?
No, we kept calling him just in case. But obviously he had lost it, or he just
because what are you gonna do about? What were you gonna send the video store police?
Yeah,
or just like you were a video store employee in the student union. It's like what the hell are they gonna do?
Nothing.
Were you gonna send the goons after you?
I think I was making $3 an hour at that time.
You weren't getting paid enough to make that much of an effort.
No, I made no effort. It was the perfect job, man.
Wait, yeah. How much effort does it take to work at a video store?
None.
Like, really? Yeah, you just stand around at a nice it's nice air conditioned too. Oh, dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, they would tell us we would look for it. It was behind me. I would take it out, scan it, put their membership number in, collect their money, and that was it. It was great.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was awesome.
Meanwhile, I was a food runner. I made good money, but it was DoorDashing was more low key.
Right. Well, you set your own hours, so.
No, I'm a sports writer now. Which is funnily enough, more chaotic than DoorDashing.
Sure.
Dude, the MLB trade deadline, I was so busy. Like, I was listening to Twitter Space. I was listening to Jack's Spaces every night.
Yeah.
I was cranking out articles on guys the Yankees could trade for. I was cranking out articles on guys the Yankees did trade for. I was publishing articles about guys that the Yankees traded for from contributors that write for me. I was a busy guy at that time.
Yeah. Well, be prepared to be more busy as you're in it now. You're on your way to becoming a professional, my friend. So if you're not there already, which you're published, so
I'm close to there. Let's see if the Orioles can get anything going.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
there it
is a bloop
Base
single
hit.
off the bat.
Cedric Mullins.
Okay, there's the no-hitter.
And the no-hitter has been broken up, so thank God.
Yeah.
Top of the seventh.
Oh.
Oh, all right. He gets the standing O. All right. Well, a smattering of standing O's. Yeah. Good job. Good job, Stripling. Good job. The legit base hit, by the way. 76 mile per hour changeup caught too much of the plate. Cedric Mullins knows what to do with that. Boom. Right up the middle. Amazing. Well, please feel free to beat up on the Blue Jays this weekend. I would highly appreciate that. Also, I'll be watching this Mets game next week too.
Dude, imagine we get. Are we gonna get? No, we're not gonna get Cole versus DeGrom. We're not. No, I can't. My brain, my heart cannot handle Garrett Cole versus Jacob DeGrom.
Right.
I can't. I'd rather it be like Frankie Montas against Jacob DeGrom. Like I don't want to deal with the potential trolling fallout of Jacob DeGrom, of Garrett Cole getting shelled against the Mets, and then Jacob DeGrom striking out like 15 in like 7 innings. Like I cannot deal with that.
This could be a tough.
But I cannot deal with that.
No.
I don't. I can't. I just cannot.
I don't want you to deal with that.
It would be the shit topping on a shit Sunday. It would be terrible.
Yum. I mean, we all love that, so.
It's a shit Sunday, Randy. Randy, the winds of shit are blowing.
It'd be fun to be at one of those two games, though.
I'm not. You think I'm gonna?
You're not going.
No.
Well, if anyone wants to donate tickets, so Cam really doesn't have to pay.
I don't want to go to this game.
All right, so you'll half watch it on TV then.
I might watch it on TV. I don't know about this team. I'm gonna come in but maybe have a completely different sentiment. I don't know. This is odd. But anyways, I think that maybe about wraps things up.
Okay.
I've just been rambling for a long time.
All right, go Orioles, and yes, please beat up on the AL East this week. Thank you very much.
There's the 1-2 to Santander on its way. Grounded. To Guerrero. Oh, bobbled, but they get the out at first. Okay, so anyways, from Ming Chen and a Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I am Cameron Woolley. Don't forget to like, subscribing, and the notification bell. And check out my other stuff. And
CamWoolleyShow.com.
Yeah, CamWoolleyShow.com, MLBNerds.com. I am on a few places. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.